put more positions, and I just lost. And bro, it was tough. Welcome back, everybody. It's your boy Wiz, and I'm back with another video. It's been a long time, hey, and by the intro and the title and the thumbnail, you probably have an idea of what is actually going on. So yeah, my biggest loss, well, it's actually my second biggest loss to date when we're focusing on just money in general, because the first biggest loss was what you call this thing, when I failed the 20 pip challenge the first time, the very first time. Yes, but now it's with my funded account. And bro, when I tell you, in my last video I was like, I'll be able to pass my funded account and all those things, yada 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 yada. But hey, I guess it is what it is, isn't it? But funny enough, okay, let me just give you guys the story of how this happened. And I understand why I lost, so stick through the rest of the video such that you can understand how I came about to this conclusion. Yes, I came into the day, it's CPI day. I was not really excited. I was still kind of just chilling, just relaxing. Cool. Okay. First mistake I made was I came into the day with the mindset of I want to pass my funded account. Yes, I also want to take a trade that day. You shouldn't come into the market with that sort of mentality. You should just come into the day, see if there's an opportunity. If there is, you take it. If there's not, you don't. I bet. So I just go into the markets at around 10 to 2. So I come in, I just purely focus on gold, because that was the one pair or instrument that could give me the sort of returns I was looking for, because I was targeting, I think it was a 1 to 3 or 1 to 4. I'm not entirely sure. Yes. Hey, I just rhymed. Did you see that? A 1 to 3, a 1 to 4. I'm not entirely sure. Alright, cool. So what ended up happening is I saw the daily candle. It was bearish at the time. Yes, it was very bearish at the time. I analyzed like the trends and all those things, and I was convinced that, hey yo, we're actually going down, because on NFP we had a huge sell-off. So meaning that price still had what massive momentum to the downside, which in turn would make sense for this, but what for this bearish daily candle, right? I went in, I saw that, did my markings, and waited until it was like 20 past 2, because I wanted to enter a trade then and just say and forget. Yeah. Okay. Then that time rolls out, price was just spiking up, but like not very, not which spikes that just creates candles and that's it. No, it just spikes up, creates a long ass wick, and just goes down, which had me convinced that also, yo, we are bearish, because price wants to push up, but it's still coming down, creating these huge what wicks, until one just became a full candle that became like absolutely bullish. But I was still like, yo, I've seen my analysis. Plus, I think we did have sort of an engulfing candle. That's why I placed my positions to the downside. okay, cool. Then what the sad risk I had was how much? I think 60 to $70. Yes, and I was targeting 150, 150 to $170. I risked 30. Yes, I don't quite recall. All I know is that the amount I was supposed to lose, I didn't end up losing that. I lost a bit more because of the volatility. Cool. And in that moment, I was like, bro, I changed my strategy. Why is this thing going up? I was literally frustrated. I was frustrated, like deeply, deeply. And I was like, you know what? Let me just wait because on the 5%ers, you are not allowed to place a trade 2 minutes before and 2 minutes after high impact news. So I had to wait 2 minutes. You'd think that would be enough for me to cool down, but I was still like, nah, I'm catching them reversals and I'll just make my money back. Ended up losing a bunch. And I was still like, okay, let me just switch my position and go up. But mind you, it's still very, very, very volatile. I place another one, I place a buy. It just literally goes in the opposite direction, and I'm like, let me just place the sell. Ended up placing the sell. That's where I made this, what, $62, I think. Yes, and I just closed it out. And I was back at break even after that one. So I was, any normal person would have been like, you know what, I'm at break even. Let me not mango with this even more. I just decided to put more positions, and I just lost. And bro, it was tough. Like, bro, I just lost. And at first I was still like, no, I can still make it back. But bro, until I clicked on what? I clicked on my history, what tab, and it showed that I had lost to, there's a screenshot, $241, I think. I haven't looked at the charts. I haven't what gone inside the app, the MetaTrader app, since Wednesday. Today is Saturday, so 3 whole days without even going in it. And at that point, I was like, no, I'm done. I'm done. I do not want to risk any more than what I have already risked because I'm down bad. But I'm only down, I think it's 2.5%. Yes, 2.5%. Excuse me. On the overall account. But on what? On this. But on that day, I was close. Bro, and when I say close, you don't seem to understand this. I just forgot to take a screenshot. So probably today, what what my daily drawdown will have changed. So I'm not entirely sure, but I'll try to check for you. So okay, bro, right now in my trading account, yes, I have 4,800 and 800. Yes, $824.64. Sounds reasonable enough. Guess what the daily drawdown was when I looked at my dashboard? Because I thought, bro, I've lost this account. I'm already like at 5%. Because, mind you, it means if I did not win that $62 I mentioned earlier, yes, if I did not win that, I'd be literally, I would have lost 5%, over 5% for that day, and breached my account. But when I tell you God works in mysterious ways, I mean God. works in mysterious ways, because the Daily Jordan at that time, I don't quite recall what the cent values, but I was not supposed to be below $4,821 and some cents, and I was at $4,824.64. When I tell you God works in mysterious ways, I mean God works in mysterious ways, because just $3, $3, and I would have lost my account, and I would have just had to start all over again. But after that, I was like, after I saw that I'm actually still within the parameters, I was like, thank you God, thank you God, thank you, because He saved me. So what conclusion have I come from? What have I come to from this whole thing? Simply put, I am no longer going to be playing around. I'm done being Mr. Nice Guy. I sound like a little right now. I'm saying I'm done being Mr. Nice Guy. What the hell is that? Okay, but here's what I mean. My biggest trade, yes, my biggest winning trade to date is, I think, 80 something dollars. My biggest win. My biggest loss is like 50 something dollars. Okay, cool. Well, we're not counting the amount of positions. If we're counting positions, I've lost well over $80 in a single trade. But if we're just counting like just one singular position, because that's actually what counts. In fact, here's my dashboard results. Yeah. So I'm done. I'm just done. And here's what I've come to. The reason this took me so long and this annoyed me so much was because of one simple reason. I was targeting a 1 to 1.8 at best, a 1 to 1.8 at best. But recently, I've been changing up, targeting a 1 to 2, a 1 to 2.5, a 1 to what? Yes, a 1 to 1.8, you see. So I'm done with all that shit, because you have to realize something. That is actually what is holding me back at this point. I would be far, 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 far ahead if it wasn't for that simple thing. So you see, from now on, I risk either 1% or 0.5%, with how much it will be 3, no less. It's either I'm getting a 1 to 3 or anything about 3. Yes, nothing below. That way I'll be able to pass this thing easy. You don't seem to understand this, bro. Because if my biggest winning trade is that much, it means I'm kind of slacking. But you saw from the results how this thing is. So yeah. So yes, what my biggest loss is, what my biggest winning trade is. So soon enough, you see the biggest win being $150. So that's the story of how I nearly failed my funded account challenge. Yeah. So that's all I gotta say for today. This is probably my shortest video from the last 3 months. Yes, this is probably the shortest. So yeah. like, subscribe, comment, and keep pushing forward, man. And just, yes, and subscribe for the journey, because I've made so many promises to y'all, to me, to God, to my little sisters, to my mother, to my father, to my best friend. So basically, I have a lot of things to uphold, and I want you guys to hold me accountable by you saying, "Ayo, he did what he said he was going to do." So yeah, I ain't got nothing else to say, but keep trading, and remember the name Trader Wiz, the greatest trader of all time.